Now, the police watchdog is to review all its investigations into deaths in police custody following a report into its handling of one controversial case. The report was highly critical of the way the Independent Police Complaints Commission investigated the death in custody of Sean Rigg. The musician, who suffered from schizophrenia, was arrested for threatening behaviour in 2008. The IPCC has now been urged to reconsider its decision not to bring misconduct proceedings against officers involved in the case. Our reporter Jane Dodge returned to the scene of Sean Rigg's arrest with his sister.
This is the spot where Sean was pinned down by the officers. The officers said it was less than 2 minutes, but the evidence showed that it was approximately 8 minutes.
Marcia Rigg recounts the last hour of her brother's life. A neighbour caught the arrest on her phone. Sean Rigg was pinned down by 4 police officers at a housing estate in South London. He was taken to Brixton Police Station. CCTV footage showed him slumped against a wall. Moments later, he died. An inquest found he'd been restrained face down for 8 minutes, which was unnecessary and contributed to his death. The officers had claimed it lasted less than 2 minutes, and the Independent Police Complaints Commission had believed them, one of numerous failings highlighted today by the review of that investigation.
The IPCC was meant to find out the truth about what happened here in 2008. Today's review confirms that it didn't. The very organisation set up to police the police failed fundamentally to do its job.
There's nobody else to turn to for a proper investigation into a state death. So if we haven't got them, we only have ourselves. So for my family, for my part, we conducted our own investigation, which was thorough, and we were able to bring out the truth.
The review has accused the IPCC of waiting 6 months before interviewing the officers involved, failing to examine CCTV footage and being soft on challenging the officers' accounts.
Doesn't this, though, show that it was just too cosy a relationship between those people asking the questions on behalf of the IPCC and the police officers involved in the case?
I don't think that's fair, but I do think that the need to push and to probe every bit of evidence that you get, wherever it comes from, whether it comes from the police or wherever it comes, is something that it's really important to do.
And didn't happen in this case.
And it didn't happen in this case. It didn't.
But no one at the IPCC has been sacked or even disciplined in connection with this case. It's one of 75 deaths in police custody that the watchdog has investigated, yet no police officer has been successfully prosecuted.
The Sean Rigg case is not an isolated case, and I think this presents a watershed moment for the IPCC, because if they don't change their practices and culture, then their position will be untenable.
Marcia Rigg now wants a new investigation into her brother's death. 3 police officers have been arrested and bailed in connection with the case. Meanwhile, the IPCC has announced a review of the other 74 investigations it's done into deaths in custody. This issue is far from over.